Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Rich Wallace here with Strictly Business. You have tuned into a 1 hour episode of Business Talk. We had a guest coming on this morning, and I guess he's not going to be here. So we are going to go on with our show and make things happen this morning for those that are in business. My name is Rich Wallace, and you have joined an episode of Strictly Business. This is a talk show from Edge TV Network in partnership with the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, a networking operation from the desert to the sea. Business for business people doing business things. This is Rich Wallace, and we are at Strictly Business this morning. And where we're going to start at is that we're constantly talking about getting businesses to the next level. Where is your next level? So I asked you this morning, I bring a question to you today about not necessarily your next level, but the level that you're on right now. What are we doing to even make sure that it's time to go to the next level? Well, I'm going to put an option on you today to say that the next level is maybe the level that you're at right now. Have you done everything that you need to do to make this level where it's supposed to be? Have you, is your time management in place? Have you talked to the customers that you need to be talking to? Are you operating at this level, at your highest level? Because if you're not operating at the level that you're at, you're not going to have an opportunity to get to the next level because you're not operating at your highest level at the level you're at. How do we do that? How do we make sure that we are not necessarily ready to go next, but we're ready to go right now? And that's what we're going to be talking about today is getting ready right now for right now. Do you have all your paperwork in order? And I know a lot say, yeah, I got my tax ID number. I got my SAMS number. I've got this number. We have done all of our marketing. Is your marketing complete? Is your advertising where it needs to be able to get to the next level? So is your marketing budget in place? Is your budget in place? Let's talk about budgets this morning. And let's talk about being in place with the stuff that you need to do to make your level the best level before you go to the next level. Okay. So what do we need to do? Is everything in place? Is things not in place? What's not in place? Have you gone through your checklist to see what you don't have and not necessarily making an excuse for what you could possibly have? A little coffee this morning. I had coffee this morning because we had a coffee king that was going to be on today. And he's not here yet, but he's in a different time zone, so maybe he'll show up. This is Rich Wallace, and you have an episode of Strictly Business. We're part of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce with 15 different chapters from the desert to the sea. An opportunity to network 15 different times in a month's period. So don't miss an opportunity to do that. Go to our website at blackchamberofcommerce.org, and you will be able to find out where these networking opportunities are and what's going on. If you want to be a part of Strictly Business, you want your business to be viewed on Strictly Business, you would go to edgetvnetwork.net. That's Edge, E-D-G-E, Edge, E-D-G-E, TV network.net, and sign in. Look for the icon that says Strictly Business. Sign in for the timetable that you want to be on Strictly Business. So we're going to get back to our topic after one quick, short 30-second. Okay, we're talking about operating at your highest level at the level that you're at, and not necessarily trying to get you to the next level. Sometimes going to the next level takes many, many steps so that you'll be able to. My tie is crooked. I'm trying to figure out how to get it straight here. It's not that way. It's this way. It's that way. Okay, it's that way. All right. We are trying to figure out how to get you at the level that you're at to be at your highest level. And when you're at your highest level, when you maxed out where you're supposed to be at, you don't necessarily have to worry about going to the next level. The next level is going to come to you, and you're going to look up and you're going to say, "Hey, I'm at the next level." And then you have to be able to identify what that level is, how you are going to operate at that level when you were operating at level at level one. So level one is where we are now, and we're going to figure out how to get our business to the next level. What are we missing, and how are the things going to be working for where we need to go? So that's the first step. How we're going to get to the next, how we're going to operate at our highest level, at the level that we're at. First of all, paperwork. We've talked about that. We've talked about your DBA, your tax ID number, all of these things that you need in place, your employee payroll forms, 941 forms, talk to your bookkeeper, have at least a once every other week conversation with your bookkeeper. Don't take up a lot of the bookkeeper's time. You want to find out what you need to do to be in place. There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of grants and microloans and all of these things that are available. It is necessary for you to be prepared at your back door so that you can get these fundings, so you can operate at your highest level, at the level that you're at. And that's what we're talking about, operating at your highest level, at the level that you're at, and not necessarily trying to get to the next level. The next level will show up when you show out. And that's just that simple. When you begin to show out in your business and begin to make things do what they should be doing and operating at that level, then you will be able to just automatically move in, and you won't even know that you've changed another level because you're operating at your highest level, and things will change around you. If you're operating at your highest level, your friends will change, your finances will change, things will begin to change automatically, and you won't even notice it till you're at another level. So put your best foot forward. How do you do that? You start, if your business, if it's an in-home business, you need to be at your desk at whatever time you say you're open. If it's 8 o'clock, it's 8 o'clock. If you're at your desk at 8 o'clock and you're operating and you're doing the things that you need to be doing at 8:01, you're already moving towards a higher level at the level you're at. Progress is only progress when you finish. So you haven't progressed. You tell your kids to clean up the kitchen. If they haven't progressed at that and they haven't mastered where that kitchen is clean, they haven't swept the floor, they haven't wiped off the counters, they just stuck the dishes in the dishwasher and go, I'm done. No. There is so many other pieces at the level that you're at that it is necessary for you to be able to complete what you're trying to complete at the levels you're at. And we go back to time management. Is your time being managed properly? Are you being able to get out of the house when you say you're going to get out of the house? Because the night before you say, well, I'm gonna leave it at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. At 5:55, you still got your slippers on. At You're not ready to move just yet. So you need to be able to move when it's time to move. Get yourself prepared. If you've done all of your paperwork and your back door is ready to go, when you open up your front door, customer service and opening it up with a smile is key, is totally key. I was at a restaurant the other day and customer service sucked. I mean, it was horrible. But you have to understand, there are not a lot of people. So if you want good customer service, there's no good customer service here. There's no good customer service in the big blockbuster stores. And you go to the smaller stores, they don't have employees. It costs what? What is it, $17, $18 an hour now for a regular employee, times 8 hours a day, times 40 hours a week, times how many ever hours it is at the end of the month. You got a big payroll. So you need to be able to be sure that you are giving customer service to the customer. Now, I say to the customer, if you're not getting good customer service, give good customer service. Oh, I'll get that napkin. I'll pick that up. If you're giving good customer service to where you're expecting good customer service to come from, guess what? That press down, mentioning, working together, and all that stuff is going to work for you. You'll be able to move into an area where you will just explode. And exploding in a business is what you need. You need more business in your business. And how do you get that? You get that through marketing, you get that through advertising, you get that through showing up. That's what it is. Showing up is key to everything. If you don't show up, you don't get. If there's a food giveaway in your area and you need food and you don't go out there and get in line to get that food, guess what? You're still gonna be hungry. If there's an opportunity for prospects, suspects, and people to operate within your business, if you're not pushing and operating with them, then you get kind of nothing. And as they say, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. So how do you get people to progress and to move into what you're trying to do? This is strictly business. That's what it is. It's strictly business, from customer service to shelf space to all of the different things that you need to be able to move forward. It's part of your business. Nothing more frustrating for a customer to come into your store and can't find what they're looking for. Or you don't say, "Can I help you?" Or what is there anything you're looking for? Not stalking them. Don't stalk them. Black people don't like to be stalked. So you want to be able to say, "Hey, if there's something you need, I'm going to be right over here." And then every now and then swing by, and check on them. And then once again, if you're not getting good customer service because that business can't afford 2 employees to walk around and say, "Can I help you?" then you need to be able to show good customer service, because if you show it, you're the one that's going to get what they have to give. You're the one that's going to receive all of the different things that you need to be able to work on to prosper in your business, which is at a different location, because you're visiting that business and you're doing everything you can to make sure that that sales representative or that waitress or that cook or whatever that is gives good customer service, because you're a good customer. You're a good customer. I understand that you have 5 tables and you got to drink the coffee over here, and I've been here an extra 5 minutes. I understand that process. So I'm going to give you a little bit of slack. It's okay. I know you got a lot of tables. When you swing back through here with the coffee, stop at my table and pour me a little bit, or leave the pot. Make sure that your customer service that you're giving is just as good as the customer service that you want. Well, I'm in here and I'm paying for it and I need to be treated this way, and them days is gone. Nobody treat you like that. Nobody care nothing about you like that. No. It's time for you to show up, show out. And so when you come back to that store, they go, "Hey, Rich, I appreciate it. I was really busy the other day. You stopped in here. And I thank you for taking the minute and giving us some help." I and sometimes you have to go outside and clean your own pool. I know. I got a pool guy for that. Oh, okay. So make his life a little easier. Get the chlorine, clean it out, so when he shows up to clean your pool, he doesn't have to spend 2.5 hours, 3 hours there. That might catch up his day. That might bless him. I'm not saying clean up before the maid get there, but pick up your stuff off the floor at least. At least have the laundry basket be ready to be moved. People appreciate, as they're working for you, they appreciate you working with them to make their work easier, to give you better service so that you can service your people better. Customer service is off the chain. And if you give good service, even though you're there to be served, sometimes you have to get up and say, "You know what, I'll get that. Thank you so much. I know you're busy." And that helps the flow of what you're trying to do. Customer service time management, understanding your prospects, working where you are so that the level that you're at is at the best possible level that you can be at. Are you prospecting enough? Are you going out to call on people? Is your customer service bad at your location? You don't even know. You're in your office and you're assuming that your salespeople and your staff is waiting on the customers that you have coming in. And you have to understand that staff don't necessarily appreciate customers. They don't. Sometimes they don't get that customer doesn't come in. I may not get paid. Oh, I'm here by the hour. They told me they're gonna pay me $17 an hour. I want my $17 no matter what. I don't care if nobody coming here now. You should care. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. I don't care if nobody comes in. Stop that. I don't care about this. Remember, we stopped using I, me, and my. We start using we. Even if it's only you. If it's only you, then there's a we up here that's gonna help you. So make sure that you understand how to be able to. I'm gonna take a little sip of this coffee. Y'all see my cup? It says the best parents make the proudest grandparents. So that's a commercial break for grandparents that put a lot of time into their young people to make it work. We're writing a book and starting a campaign on how to parent young adults. That's business. You got young adults that are coming up and you're trying to run a business. And a lot of times, business owners, parents will assume that their children want to be a part of their business. And their kids are going to help them get that business to the next level. And that child don't care nothing about that restaurant. They don't care nothing about that carpet store. They don't care nothing about that dry cleaning or that mechanic shop. I won't do my own thing. I can't help you get to the next level because I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. Well, you have to breathe that into them when they're young. You have to breathe certain things into them because when they start walking, they snatch their hand away. They don't want you to hold their hand anymore till they walk too much, and then they want you to pick them up. So as you get ready to pick up the little ones, you have to understand, let me pick up my business. Let me take my business at this level. Let me be at the highest level that I can be at to take my business at this level and make it perfect here. And the next level will slide in. You don't even have to worry about it. It's just going to slide on in on you. That's what it will do. So how do I get to the next level? I'm going right back to that. And I don't know your business. Your business, you have to look around you and say, what can I do? If it's just a matter of cleaning up your office, if it's just a matter of being on time, well, nobody shows up at my business till 8:30 anyway, so I'm going to get there around 8:15. No, you're supposed to open up at 8 o'clock. Your perfect place is where you're supposed to be. You got to remember, the blessing comes to where you are. And if you've been told it's coming at the dockyard on a ship, why are you at the airport? Why are you in the wrong place at the wrong time? Because you have not studied the level that you're at and to maximize it to be where you're supposed to be. So focus on the level that you're at and not necessarily on the next level. I've had accidents, not a lot. You don't have to worry about it. I'm a safe driver, but I've looked at the light down the road and prepared myself to stop at that light down the road. And I've had a stop sign in front of me that I didn't even see because I'm so far down the road. I'm so far trying to plan ahead. I'm so far trying to do things in advance that I don't recognize right what's in front of me. Take step by step. Take what's next in front of you. Complete that task. Put those tasks on your list, on your time management list, which we've been talking about. List. A short pencil is better than a long memory any day. Put this stuff on your list and go back to it. Because if you, in today's society, we're moving at such a fast pace. We're just move. Everybody's got to do this. I was in traffic the other day in LA, and it was traffic, and they were driving fast as a big dog. I'm like, man, why are these people going so fast? And right up on each other's bumper. You can't progress yourself moving like that. Take a minute, take a breath, back it up, see where we are on this level, and then let's change the level by doing what the level requires. Because if I'm doing what the next level requires and I'm at this level, oh, that's like being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Because everything you need is prepared for you as you go to your journey if you take the journey steps, if you step one by one. I give an analogy all the time. If everything is for you on the 8 o'clock bus, and you decide to catch the 8:15 bus because you can still get there at the same time, you missed all of your help because it was on the bus before you. You thought about, hey, let me get my plan ahead. I'm ready to go to the next level. I'm ready to move out of my office at the house, and I'm ready to move into this building, and we're getting ready to do this, and we're getting ready to blow up. Take a minute. Take a minute. See what blow up costs. Because blow up is expensive. Getting more stuff is expensive, not necessarily in money, but in time and in time management. Because if you have one employee and you hire two more, that's growth, but that's also extra work on you because now you got two more people to train, or you got two more people to make sure that they're not trying to run off the one good worker you got. I'm not going to say that again. So you have to figure out how to operate at the level that you're at your highest level. If you have a job, if you have a job working for someone else, you should be at your highest level on that job, because your dream of being an entrepreneur will not manifest if you're not doing your best job on the job that these people are now paying you for. Say it again. If you have a working job that you're working out of your house or at home and you're working for another company, you need to give that company your best, because your best will help you get to the next level, will help you get to your entrepreneurship that you believe that you're supposed to be in, or it will allow you to be able to grow within that place, because you can't grow within that place because you're not doing your best. Your best is so important on every step that you make. When you're cleaning your own house, you want to do your best job. When you're driving down the street, you really want to do your best job because you want to stay alive. I mean, you have to watch the other people, you have to do certain things, but you want to be able to make sure that your best is the best that you can give. And that's at all times. At all times, you need to be at your highest level so that you can get to where you need to be. So this is Strictly Business, and we're going to take a short break. I think my guest might be somewhere in the wrong room. So let me take a break and get to him and see where he is. Where is he at? Okay, we got a slight situation here. So I'm going to take a real short commercial. And we're back. My coffee guy is in another spot, and I don't know where he is, but we're going to go on and figure it out in just a minute. Let's see here. Okay, I am back, and I am in the process of finding our guests, and we are going to continue to move on in Strictly Business and talk about some of the things that we need to do to make our businesses work. Uh, this is Strictly Business. My name is Rich Wallace, and we are here today to, I am looking for our guests, and he is roaming the streets and can't be found. Uh, so let's see if we can find him real quick and get him in here to make sure that we are on the same page. Let's see here. As we get ready to look and make sure that we have our guests here involved, we are going to talk about our time management and our skills to be able to make it do what it do. Uh, Hold on a minute, people. Hold on a minute. I know unprepared Black people. What are we doing? We are trying to get you into the business that we need to be in. And be. Ah, that ain't it. I am trying to send you a link right in the middle of the show, which I probably shouldn't be doing it. But we are.
I think I have the wrong link.
Yeah, I think so. I am going back into the studio. Here we go. I am trying to send you a link now.
Okay. All right.
And where should I send it real quick? ABMB?
OMAR.
Hold on. No,
send it to MB. Send it to MB. That's fine.
That's where I sent it before. MBCO. Okay. All right.
2014 at iCloud. Yeah. Yeah. I've been sitting here and looking at a blank screen.
That's 2014, isn't it?
Yeah, at iCloud.com.
Okay.
Man.
Well.
Okay, I see. Did you just send it?
I'm trying to send it now.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay, I got to go back over here and get in. I am so sorry, people, but I need you to hear from this gentleman that is trying to get in. He has some information that is going to help you take your business to where it needs to be. So bear with us. Okay, we have two of them. We don't want two of me. Okay. Okay. People. This is Justo Rich, and we are on Strictly Business, and I am so glad to have you here this morning. You are going to, I know it's a little, hey, Rich, you said, okay, but right now, I'm sending the link over to him, and here we go. Okay, you should have it now. And I'm going to get back in the classroom. Okay. We'll see you in a minute.
Looking forward to it. I'll see you again. I'll see you over there.
Okay. Yeah. Gentleman's name is Daniel Morgan, and he should be here in a few minutes. We're this week in the month of September. Our goal is to give you opportunities to start new businesses. We are looking for a way to be able to bring a business in, bring a person in, and help them start. We've got a conference coming up in August of 2023, and it's called Mergers and Acquisitions. It is going to allow you to be able to come into a conference atmosphere, get some basic information, and possibly be able to buy a franchise or open up your own business. That's some of the things that we are doing here at the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce with 13 chapters from the desert to the sea to be able to give you the opportunity to open small businesses. If you're confused on what kind of business to open, which way you should go, and what you should be doing, these are some things that will allow you to be able to open your business and move forward. This is Strictly Business. We are trying to make sure that people that are in business have the opportunity to be in business. So and we're going to take a real short commercial break. Don't leave. I'm telling you, don't leave. I got some good stuff for you. It took me a minute to get my act together, but I got Mr. Morgan coming in, and we're going to be able to talk about the next half hour. It's Coffee This and how you can get to your next million. Taking a quick break, and we will be right back with our guests and operating. Well, here we are back again. This is Rich Wallace, and you have an episode of Strictly Business, and the dancing millionaire mogul behind you is Mr. Daniel Morgan. Hey, sir, how you doing?
I'm doing great, sir. It's a pleasure to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute.
I know we haven't hung out in a while. You know, you deep in the heart of New Orleans and in Northern California, so Southern California, you just keep moving around on us. So tell us a little, introduce yourself to the audience, and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, my name is Daniel Morgan. I feel like I'm doing a dating app. My name is Daniel Morgan. I'm 41 years old. Married with a beautiful daughter. She's sitting right next to me. If you hear some noise in the background, it's just her playing with the cup. Don't get nervous, you know. But I've been in the food and entertainment area, and also in food and entertainment for 22 years, and I've made a great deal of money with a lot of great connections. And you don't make money unless you have connections. The money don't come unless you have relationships. And I tell people that all the time: don't burn bridges, you know. And if you burned it a little bit, make sure you mend it. So. I've been in coffee now for 12 years, and it was something that I fantasized, and then it turned into a reality. And I enjoy what I do. I've been in music about 17 years, and I fantasized it, and I turned it into reality. Cut it out now. Cut it out. Don't do that. Daddy's on the conference, okay? So I think that whatever you want in life, you can achieve. There's no competition. You're the only competition to yourself. You just have to believe in yourself. You have to do the work and wait for God to put the rest. That's just the way that I feel. A lot of people don't. A lot of people talk themselves out of it as soon as they put it in. They say, "Oh, I want to start a business, but I don't have no money. But I don't know what to do. But So you just you said it, and then you talk yourself right out of it. And a lot of people do that unconsciously, but they do it. And I had to change my thoughts and attitude to myself and become a better human being for myself. That's like I'll be a better human being talking to you today.
All right, now you got two companies. You got an entertainment company. Tell us a little bit about because I want to wait on the coffee because you're going to tell people how to make money in there. So what is your entertainment portion? Are you a promoter, or what part of that?
Well, I have a business partner. His name is Michael Warren. We have studios in North Hollywood. We have about 19 studios, music studios, and recording studios in North Hollywood. It's called Patch Bay Studio. And we've been doing that since 1998. We've been in that business. And we've created some more in Burbank. And we saw that there was a need. And a lot of the studios, the big studios, right, had too much politics. It was just too much politics to get in. Every recording artist is at the same studio or two studios. So we said, okay, well, we see how the trend is going. There's more producers. There's less studio space. So let's fill that need. And so we started with one huge studio. And we said, man, let's break this down. So we turned it into like 3 studios, and then it started working out. So then we got contracted with the different major labels because they started seeing the smaller guys making bigger sound because there's so many different platforms now. There's Spotify, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's the list goes on and on and on and on to place your music. So the big boys started looking at that, so they started shutting their studios down because it was too costly. And so they would just farm that out to other studios. Literally, you open a studio, you'll You just open a studio.
So now you
You're
say studio is that I'm a musician.
Recording studio.
I want to go in and I want to record.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with the technology today, most people are recording on their laptops at home and that kind of stuff. Is that bad quality, or do they need to be in a studio to get studio quality?
No, it's not bad quality. I think that it depends on how you have it set up. You know, when you come into a studio, we cover all the dead zones. We make sure that it's airtight. It's a lot of different things. It depends on the what is it called, condenser microphones, those kind of things. You can do it. It may be a lot harder in the mix, and it may be a lot harder in the master, but you can do it. Like what's her name? What's that girl's name? Oh boy, she's a little. What's her name? I can't think of her name right now, but she's saying she had that song, and she got a Grammy. And her and her brother did it in her bedroom.
Mm.
I just can't think of her name right now. And some viewers probably know her name. I just can't think of her name. But she did hers in her bedroom, and it turned out to be something organic, and a lot of people were looking for it. It just depends. Depends on what drive you have. What's your determination? How long? You don't know how long it took them to put that song out.
Yeah.
And
It takes a minute. A lot of people think they can
how
go
much-
in and write a song and boom,
Yeah, no,
I'm a
that don't
superstar.
happen. That don't happen. That don't happen. And then if you're not in the right, confinement, it's a lot harder. You know what I mean? Because now you're going in Pro Tools and you're taking out the air and you're doing all this and you're squeezing the vocals and so a lot of people put this thing called Melodon on the voice. It's a sound that that you can adjust the pitch, inside. So back in the day when I was recording, and I know you remember the reel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Reel to reel.
You got to go back.
Yeah. I still got one of those. So I still got my 8-track, so I'm not,
Oh my God! Hold on to it. It's gonna be it's worth a lot of money. Hold on to
That's
it.
what I'm thinking. Somebody's gonna put out an 8-track or something. I got cassette tapes too, so Now, all right. Tell me how I can make money. Tell me, Daniel, how I can make money in the coffee business. I mean, you got Folgers, Maxwell House, all of that stuff right on the shelf. And in honor of you, I'm drinking coffee this morning here. So I'm like, and I was telling people earlier, I said, I got a coffee king coming. He's not here yet. So how can an everyday guy that's looking to be in business, it's not a multi-level marketing program, but you have an opportunity for people to start their own business, and that is in what direction?
Well, it's funny because I would say how could you start in the coffee business? Why would you not start in the coffee business? It's $1 billion business, multi-billion-dollar business. It's the second largest traded commodity next to oil on the stock market.
Really?
Yes, and it comes from the land that we come from. Coffee originates in Ethiopia. So why would we not have a piece of that? Why would we not want a piece of that? It's $1 billion business. If I get 1% of that, right? Well, it makes perfect sense. And if anything worth obtaining is perseverance. You got to be persistent, consistent, honest. You got to be willing to get out there and execute. You just can't sit around and say, "Hey, I want to do coffee," and then think people are just going to show up. That don't happen. That don't happen in real life. Your clothes don't get on unless you put them on.
Yeah.
Your butt don't get clean unless you go wash it. You just don't say, "Oh yeah, I want to get washed." Come on, man. But this business is very lucrative. I tell people all the time, I'm selling legal crack. I don't mean. I'm sorry, but but it's a healthy addiction.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. It's a healthy addiction.
Well, coffee goes from being healthy sometimes to being non-healthy. It also trips. Am I selling coffee to the stores or to the restaurants, which way am I actually trying to market this coffee? I think we lost your screen, but I'm pretty sure you'll be back. But as we move toward understanding how to market and get in the coffee product business, Daniel's going to give us some brief synopsis on how we can make that grow. I can hear you, but I can't see you anymore. But and the people are waiting to find out how they can and who they would sell coffee to. I know I had some restaurant. We marketed our coffee. There we go. We marketed our coffee.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, to
Try
a
to-
couple of places. So everybody's excited.
Is that all right, or should I change the? Is that okay? That's too much.
That's good. That's good. We see you now.
Slide over this. A bunch of different ways I can sit at
Okay.
this huge table.
Yeah. Yeah. And Laura, we're talking about how to be in the coffee business.
Okay.
In the chat room there. Okay. So what do we do next? How do we get in?
So I just purchased a new coffee brand. Aurora, can I see my phone, please?
She said no.
Come here, Bill. Come here. Come here. Hurry.
Yeah. Young people.
See, that's how you do it. That's how you
Yeah.
do it. You gotta. So I just purchased a new brand, and I'm offering an opportunity to people who would like to get involved. So this is the new brand called Blue Flame.
Okay.
You see that?
I can see it.
Blue
They
Flame
can see
coffee.
it. Organic French coffee.
So this coffee started, and I love buying vintage brands. You can see the year,
Mm-hmm.
1893, right? So they said 1867? Was it a 19? What was it that slavery was proclaimed abolished?
Mm-hmm.
Was it 1867 or 1967?
No, it wasn't 19. It had-
1867 or 50. Wait, let me see. 1857, I think it was, right? And there was another 60 years before the South knew that we were free.
Mhm.
So I love buying these kind of brands because it really, I feel that I'm connected to it. You know, I feel like there's a struggle with that brand, and there's a struggle with the ideology of us not being able to own that. And so I purchased this business, and I have 9 companies, but the coffee is a big thing for me. I believe that coffee stops wars. Coffee starts and stops arguments in the boardroom. Isn't that crazy?
Mm.
How amazing it is. Billions of dollars has been signed over a bag of coffee. It's crazy. So there's an attitude with coffee, right? And the brand is a great brand, Blue Flame, and then the advocacy behind the brand. We are advocates for domestic violence and adolescent abuse, child abuse, and so I hold that flag high. I have a lot of friends who have been ostracized, criticized, bullied, all that kind of stuff. The child abuse is not just physical; it's mental. You know, it goes into all the spectrums. And then I've had friends who have suffered, men and women have suffered from domestic violence, not just women. People think, okay, now go sit and watch some TV. Okay, go watch the learning station. Yeah, the learning station is on in there. She's not listening. She's not watching. She just when you're on a call or a conference.
That's when they want your attention.
Yeah. The minute I hang up with you, she's gonna go run around and do something else.
Yeah, you won't see her all day.
all day. But so we hold that. I hold that flag high. I have another partner in another brand called Blast, Black Leaders Against Sex Trafficking. I think I probably told you about that one for sex traffic victims. And Dr. Marlene Carson is a good friend of mine and also a business partner of mine in that brand. Just how fast I can get brands into the market It took us 2 weeks.
When you say to the market, where is that? Is that in the
Supermarket.
store?
Yeah,
Supermarket.
supermarket.
Okay, so you're in most
2 weeks.
supermarkets now.
Absolutely. We put that brand it's set to go into market next month. It took me 2 weeks. That's unheard of.
If we're looking for it, which market would we go to?
Any supermarket, HEB, Albertsons, Vaughn's, you name it, is there. It depends on distribution.
So you don't have a shelf space problem when you're dealing with the market, because
there's absolutely. I don't, but there's absolutely problems with the shelf because there's something called proof of concept, right? Proof of product. Well, I prove myself. So anything that I say, I want to put this water in there. They say, "Okay, Daniel, where you want to put it?" Because my track record precedes me. So anyway, this product I'm going to put in supermarkets very shortly. What do you want now? Cut it out, please, please, please stop, please sit down, please. Thank you very much. Please sit down. Be a lady. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So now, how do I get into the coffee?
Well,
What should we do?
I'm offering an opportunity because a lot of us are not in this space. We have a very short people. We have a very shortage of African Americans in this space, and many of the companies. There's a brand called Perfect. What is it called? Perfectco. And it was a black man. He was a veteran. I reached out to him, but I couldn't find him. He's in Paris, California, and I saw it on a live that Master P did where he was like talking about products. And this was literally like not even 2 years ago. And I think he's out of business. And it's not really that the product wasn't good. He just didn't know exactly what to do and how to promote and get that product out.
Most people, if I jumped in the coffee business, who would I sell it to? Do I sell it out the trunk of my car, or how do I do that?
I started selling out the trunk of my car. I did, and then I realized I'm not making no money doing it. I'm working. I'm a slave to another master. I can't do it. So the funny part is, let me back up. Let me back up. Entrepreneurship. The idea of entrepreneurship is to be an owner, right? To do something for yourself, right? That's the wrong answer. Entrepreneurship is a person with an idea. And the idea, okay, sweetheart, and the idea is given to others to create that idea. That's an entrepreneur, right? You're more of a when you do the idea, you're more of a facilitator. The entrepreneur goes out the door. There's something called a sombrero, right? You're the marketing person, the accountant, the CEO, the procurement person. You're all these things, right? So then you become a facilitator versus the entrepreneur, and you get so caught into the facilitating that you can't expand your brand. And I had to get that in my brain. So if I can make 10 of me, that's entrepreneurship. If I'm one of me, I am a facilitator. I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm so caught up with the idea that I want to make this top the best top that it can be. It doesn't look like a top. You know what I'm saying? It's just plain Jane. What makes my top different from anybody else, right? Okay. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Okay, you got to get down because you're distracting me. You're distracting everybody. You're distracting everybody. Love you. You want to sit? Okay. So sit right here. Sit. No. We're gonna sit.
In the chat, they want to know what the baby's name is.
So this is Aurora Elizabeth Maria Morgan.
Hey, Aurora. Hi.
Say hi, Mr. Rich.
No.
Say hi, Mr. Rich.
No.
You want to be on his live? You want to say nothing to him? Okay. Let's get down. Love you. So okay. Anyway, so the idea of entrepreneurship. The idea of entrepreneurship is how to multiply myself, how to multiply myself and how to multiply my product. You have to have people in place. And when I buy a brand, it takes me 90 days to put a system in place, and I walk away. And then they come back to me and they say, then I fine tune it, right? But I don't sit on it for hours and hours and days and months and years. I talk to a guy. I wish I could put it. I wish I.
Get all about
She's got a lot to say.
A lot to say.
That she's performing.
So let me just jump to it. I'm offering. I love you. Look, listen. Where's your pad? Is that your pad? Can we take a quick second? Can I take a so I can
We'll take a commercial break here. Real quick.
commercial break for a quick second?
We'll be right back. This is Rich Wallace here with Strictly Business from the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, from the desert to the sea. An opportunity to network at least 15 different times in 15 different locations here in Southern California with 15 different crowds of people. So if you're not selling what you're selling right now to people that you know, then what? You need to know some new people. So you need to get out and network. You need to get out and market yourself and push yourself to a different area. We've got Daniel here on the phone this morning on our site, and he's going to be talking about how to get in the coffee business. We took a short break, and we're going to bring him right back. He had to take care of a young lady and get her all set up and get her ready to go. So we're going to bring him back in, and we're going to talk about, we've got about maybe 7 or 8 more minutes, and we're going to talk about how to do this coffee business.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Rich, for having me.
Yes, sir.
I had to do some damage control. So the offer is, I would like to invite people to make money with me. There's an opportunity to make an investment into the business, or there's an opportunity for you to become a supplier to the business. In the investment part, you'll be investing into not just Blue Flame, but into MB Coffee Roasting, the MB Coffee Roasters. The coffee roasting company actually does all the procurement and the operation for Blue Flame. If you want to do Blue Flame, there is a small fee to get product and I'll teach you how to place it into different stores and give you the line-by-line items of what to say, who to call, where to go. And then you also have a support team through my team. All your marketing promotions and all your information will be there. You can actually literally put it into markets tomorrow. That's how easy it is to get into supermarkets. People think it's hard. It's not hard at all. The big chains, yeah, it's very hard. But the lower hanging fruit, very easy. All they want is their 30%. That's all they want. The 30% on your the 30% markup, that's all they want. And they want to believe in you that you can get that product off the shelf. So how would you get the product off the shelf, right? Well, then you hire somebody to go into the store while you're going to get another store to sell that product out that store. The funny part is, when you put the product into the store, they want 4, 5, 6 cases. When you do a demo, that means like a presentation in the store, they want you to have 4, 5, 6 cases. So literally, in one turn, you can put 10 to 12 cases in the store. 10 to 12 cases in the store at $60 a case, you do the math. 6 times 10 is 600. 6 times 10 times 600 times 10, that's $6,000. It's very simple. It's just simple math. But we have to know how can I say, multiply ourselves. Because I'm not going to stand there and do a demo. I need to be getting another store. So I'll hire somebody to come do that. I'll go on. And that person could possibly become a business partner in your small business. So you got to find the right people, OQP people, only quality people. So anyway, the offer is you can either come in as a business partner to me, and I'll mentor you if need be. Of course, absolutely, I won't leave you high and dry. Or you can come in as a supplier, a vendor, and start your own thing, and wherever you are in this country, in this world, and get the low hanging fruit and just keep going and start. And then you can build your own brand and do some other things. I started with another brand before I opened up Morgan Bailey Coffee because I need to learn. And then I branched off into my own thing. And it started like hopscotch. You know what I mean? I said, okay, I want to learn about this. So I took a year and I was under another brand. It was called Superba Coffee. And after I learned everything, I said, okay, I think I'm ready. And I started my brand. That was in 2011, and I started Morgan Bailey Coffee in 2012.
So do you have coffee shops like Starbucks, those kinds of things? No, you basically sell to the store,
Yeah.
and the stores resell it. Now, do the stores pay you up front, and you got to wait till they sell the coffee? How's that
I set
work?
my term.
Okay.
I set my term. My term is 2% 10, net 30. That means they get 2% off if they pay me in 10 days. They don't pay me in 10 days and I got to wait the 30 days, then they pay me my full price. Supermarket loves to make money. So my check shows up in the account in 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have to wait in that 30s.
Okay.
So you when you're a supplier, you really dictate your destiny, and they allow you to, because how can I say this? Most times they expect you to fail. So they offer you all this support, I mean, it's a big, and don't get me wrong, this is a big deal. This is a big move. A supermarket, a major chain is a big move. It's not for the light heart. Really, it's not. You have to have a great system in place in order to get into those markets. Lower hanging fruit, you can get paid the same day. You can bring it in, give them the case, they give you a check or whatever it is the same day. They'll write it and go in the back.
Is that like a mom and pop store, a little corner
Like
shop?
pop stores. Yeah, like convenience store. Like they call them C stores, convenience stores. Like a lot of food deserts might have convenience stores. Now you might not that product, you have to hustle to move it. You know what I mean? Because they don't have the big marketing and the newsletters and all that kind of stuff to go out. But to start, if you can find some small chains, like there's Bristol Farms and Gelson's, here there's Jensen's, there's Lassen's, those are like low hanging fruits. Now when you get into the bigger ports like Vaughn's and Albertsons and Sprouts and Ralph's and Kroger's and those big guys, it's very different. You can even find smaller distributors down here or wherever you are, the smaller distributors. Just look for small independent distributors. You get a small independent distributor, you're on your way. You're on your way. Because at first order would be like, I don't know, 14,000. Now going to the SBA, this is a tough one. Because I look at it, it's like trying to get my driver's license at DMV. You got to wait in that line, and you go through hurdles. But there are other funnels like Kiva.org. Kiva.org? Kiva.org is a great one that you can crowdfund for about 15 grand to start your process.
Okay, so Daniel, we're running out of time here. We started a little late. I'm going to have you back on with some other entrepreneurs because we've got this conference coming up in 2023 called Mergers and Acquisitions. We're going to have vendor booths there, and we're bringing a group of people in, and these people will be vets. They will be looking for businesses to start. They will be looking for an opportunity to invest their money in. We're looking at doing it in Ontario, California, and it's called Mergers and Acquisitions. We're going to have a couple of banks there and opportunities to be able to purchase your business. So we've got to sign off now. It's 8 o'clock, but I want to have you back on. We got started a little late. My bad. I'm sorry about that. We did enjoy the baby. They so
So if you're
but-
interested,
yeah.
just reach out to me, or the executive president of the Black Chamber, Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Rich Wallace, and he will reach out to me.
Definitely.
If you're interested in getting to know this business with me more, and getting involved and really making some serious money, and changing lives. If you change lives, you make money. Find a service, and you'll succeed. That's the two S's: service to succeed. So
All right.
please reach out. I look forward to it. Thank you so much. Ashe, boom shakalaka. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, sir, for being a part of this, and we will talk to you. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.